Did you know that you were designed by nature to live an average age of at least 105 years? You see, everything in nature is meant to live at least 5 times its maturity age. A horse reaches maturity at 4 years and easily lives to be 20. A dog matures at 1.5 years and lives anywhere upward of 8 years and beyond. The average man matures at 21, and yet the average life expectancy of the average American, as of 2011, is 78.37 years. That's almost 30 years before his time. Imagine what you could do with those 30 years, especially if you aren't bogged down by common age-related diseases. Rheumatism, arthritis, high blood pressure, heart problems, kidney problems, memory loss, dementia, and senility are just a few old-age medical problems waiting to manifest in those aged over 50. A recent study of these diseases reveals an even more shocking fact. Such chronic diseases are manifesting in far greater numbers and much earlier than ever. This means not only are people nowadays living shorter lives, the suffering they're supposed to experience towards the end of their lives are slowly but steadily growing longer as they begin to manifest at a much earlier age. You would think that the advancement of technology would mean that we would have found ways to extend our seemingly short existence or even eliminate the symptoms of old age. Yet with all the so-called advanced technology in our lives, our suffering is made worse. This shouldn't be a surprise, considering the pollution, artificial chemicals, preservatives, and radiation that's pervasive in our lives. Meanwhile, in remote parts of the world, where the lands and their people are untouched by technology, youth springs eternal. Somewhere in Greece, in the tiny Aegean island of Ikaria, people live up to over 90 years old. A study conducted from June to October 2009, based on 1,400 of the island's 8,000 residents, showed that the people of Ikaria who lived over 90 years of age make up 1.1% of Europe's population, compared to 0.1% elsewhere in European nations. Although the residents of Ikaria still face risks of diseases such as high blood pressure and diabetes, these diseases manifest much later in their lives than other European people. But here's something that will just knock your socks off. Elsewhere in the world, there's a place where people live to be 120 to 140 years old. Imagine that! People living in this particular part of the world do not suffer from the ailments that prematurely kill the modern man. Obesity, cancer, heart attacks, and other diseases are relatively unheard of in their society, because virtually none of them ever suffer from such diseases. The men who live in this part of the world are straight, tall, broad-shouldered, deep-chested, slim-waisted, heavy-legged, and have full heads of hair. They remain virile well into their golden years, even fathering children at age 100 or even older. The women are just as impressive, straight, tall, slim-waisted, have developed bosoms, perfect complexions, and luxuriant hair. Women aged 80 look like American women in their 40s. And here's the truly remarkable fact. Men and women nearly 100 years old have perfect health, teeth, eyesight, and mental faculties. It really sounds like something ripped from a science fiction novel, doesn't it? But such a place does exist, and this fascinating group of people is very real. These are the people of Hunza, a small nation located in West Pakistan, just 18 miles south of the border of what used to be the USSR. It is literally isolated from the rest of the world. Mountainous terrain keeps out many who seek its ancient secrets to eternal youth. Wouldn't you want that kind of health, that kind of enduring vitality well into your golden years?